In this question, we're asked to look at a series of steps that someone used to solve a problem and then determine if any of the steps are incorrect. Now, when you're doing this type of problem, it doesn't necessarily mean that you would do the problem the exact same way. In fact, if I were solving this problem, I wouldn't do it the exact same way that it is laid out. However, what we're looking for is what they did correct or not. And if it's correct, we don't want to check off that step. If it isn't correct, then we do want to check off that step. So here it says momentum is mass times velocity. Suppose the momentum of a 495 gram object is measured to be 292 kilograms meters per second. Calculate the object's velocity. And then it asks us to make sure that we use the units and the proper number of sig figs. So here we have momentum P equals mv, which is given in the problem. Momentum is mass times velocity, so there's nothing wrong with that. We then rearrange the equation by dividing both sides by m, like so, and we get v, velocity, equals momentum over mass. So this is absolutely correct. Here's where I would do it a little bit differently, but they do use it. They do put the mass in grams. I would convert the mass to kilograms first and then plug it in, because momentum is kilograms times meters per second, and the mass is given in grams. So I know I'm going to have a problem when I add these two units together, because one's going to be in kilograms and one's going to be in grams. However, they don't do that. They plug it in directly. This is not wrong, even though it's not necessarily the way I would do it. So now here we have velocity equals the momentum, which was plugged in, and the mass, which is plugged in. They then convert the units where they have grams on the bottom, so they put 1,000 grams on top, 10 to the 3 grams, and 1 kilogram on the bottom. So they plug it in and then convert the units. This is not wrong, even if it's not how you would do it necessarily. There's no right or wrong way to do these things, just different people do them in different order based on their past experiences. This is not wrong, because grams will cancel and we'll get kilograms on the bottom. We'll then get velocity equals 5.89 0.90 and some other digits meters per second. This works out mathematically, so this is not wrong as well. Then round to the correct number of significant figures. Well, here we have 3 significant figures, and here we have 3 significant figures, so our answer should have 3 significant figures. But it doesn't. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant figures. All of these figures are significant. So what Alex will tell you is 590 dot should be the correct number, meters per second. I would prefer 5.90 times 10 to the 2 meters per second, although I don't think this is wrong. I don't like using the decimal point at the end notation. I prefer to use scientific notation, but either way, this answer is more sig figs than either this one or this one, so this is technically incorrect because it's not properly rounded to 3 significant figures. So that is the mistake in this problem. Again, one last time, it's not to say you would necessarily think this is the most efficient way of doing the problem. It's whether or not the problem is correct or incorrect. And in this case, all these steps are correct up until the rounding to the sig figs.